In Sweden, thousands of people have found a way to give new life to stuff they own but aren't using, by renting it directly to others. Stockholm resident Mats Dahlberg needs a roof box for his upcoming vacation. Until recently, he would have had to buy one. But today, he just jumps on a website, finds one on offer, reserves it, and hits the road.
I rent because I have no space at home, and this box takes a lot of area to have it by myself. Hey!
Hey, Isak.
Mats, when I rent it, it will not be necessary to have so many of them.
Used it for like 4 or 5 years. I think it's very good service. I think we have to abandon the thought that everyone needs to own everything. So it's better to have access to stuff. I use it both to rent out stuff, and I also rent stuff myself. It's good for the environment, so I think it's a good thing. And I also meet a lot of nice people.
Bringing together people like Krantz and Dahlberg and thousands of others across Sweden is the online platform Uglo. Founder Ola Degafors says peer-to-peer sites like his have been around for a while. But Uglo's taking it to the next level.
So peer-to-peer sharing or lending, it's not an unknown concept. It's been around for a long, long time. Due to digitalization, it's now possible to scale and to actually get people that don't already know each other and don't maybe live next to each other, still can get in contact and rent, borrow or share stuff with each other. So that's the basic idea. Uglo is a peer-to-peer rental platform. So we have a lot of owners of stuff that they have at home that they don't always use, and they rent them out to others that are in need. It's a general and broad platform, so you can rent more or less anything, from roof boxes to camera equipment to sports equipment and tools. So most of the things we have at home, you can find them at Uglo.
Uglo's growing exponentially and globally. It's just required a similar service in the UK called Fat Llama, extending their reach to millions more people. People who can save by renting or earn a bit of pocket money, or even a decent income if they rent lots of stuff. But like Jean-Marc Bollès, the repairman in France, Uglo still faces the challenge of convincing the uninitiated to try the service out.
There's still a bit of struggle just to test the first time. Once you've tested, you can see the users are super friendly, it's a nice experience, but the threshold to make the first step, that's still kind of a big step to take.
But once taken, he says, people's mentality changes.
The best we have done so far is the nudging, that showing people that there is an alternative to just buy, that there are other ways. You can borrow from a friend, buy second hand, or you can rent from a neighbor, etc. Just showing the alternative. And from a team perspective, I've been very proud that we've been consistent and trying for over 5 years now and making it better every day and getting more and more transactions.
As for the effects of the so-called sharing economy on world commerce, Degafors concedes that as people buy less, manufacturers will take a hit in the short run. But in the long run, he says, humanity wins.
The change into circular economy will be challenging for a lot of companies, for finance as a whole, but we think the alternative with the collapse of the ecosystems will be even worse.